So, good afternoon. Welcome to our weekly Campus Life and Student Services Zoominar, where we are here to tell you everything about campus life, COVID updates, and answer any questions that you may have about campus. Today, I am excited to have with me Dr. Andrew Watley, who is our newest counselor here on campus. We also have Dr. Roland Bullard here, who you all know very well, our Vice President for Student Success. Today we're going to be talking about de-stressing after midterms, taking care of yourself. Want to find out a little bit more about Dr. Watley and what's offered in the Counseling Center and any great information he has to share. And then Dr. Bullard will provide any updates around COVID-19, student life. You can always ask me questions about student life, and I'll provide a few updates as well. So without further ado, Dr. Watley.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. I am Dr. Andrew Watley. I am the newest counselor here at Dillard. I'm excited to be here. My office is located in Dent in room 115. There's another counselor as well, Ms. Brittany, she's in 114. And we just got a new intern, she's in 113, all in Dent. So we offer a number of services. Anything that you guys want to talk to us about is completely confidential. So you can come on in here, talk to us about anything that's going on. It will remain confidential as long as you are not hurting yourself, hurting somebody else, or somebody is hurting you. Anything else stays between us. We offer a number of events on campus. We're gonna start posting a few more things on Blue Connect. We have some things coming up for March, which will be pretty exciting. So hopefully you guys can stop by and see us. Every once in a while, we decide to treat you guys. Make sure that you check the counselor's Twitter, our Twitter handle. We talk about certain things that we're doing. Like last Friday, we had donuts in our office, free donuts and journals. So make sure that you guys pay attention for things like that for our random little pop-ups where we give you guys things if you show up to introduce yourselves to us. Yeah. Let's see, what else? A little bit about stress and midterms, I know that you guys have been doing a lot. There's a lot of studying. Testing is exhausting. It can be exhausting. So you want to make sure that you take your time to relax after midterms are done. It can be a very stressful time. So make sure that you do something for you to relax. Make sure that you stay ahead of everything that's coming up. It's usually a tendency, I know it was for myself, is that after I would test, I would kind of just take a break in classes and like coast through until finals came, and then my anxiety would come back. But make sure that you're staying up with everything. You continue working and things like that. But like I mentioned, make sure that you do something. Try this weekend, maybe try to do something good for yourself so that you can relax and allow your brain to calm down and to get you to a place where you are comfortable. If you're having a hard time with relaxing, lucky for you, there are counselors on Dillard campus. You can come down to Dent, like I mentioned, or you can email us. Our emails are on the website. My first name my first initial last name at dillard.edu. So if there's anything that you guys need, I'm always here, always available. You can make appointments with me. We do appointments from 9 a.m. to 4:30, Monday through Friday. And then emergency situations, we work past that or before that, whatever you guys need. We're always here for you. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Doc. Everyone, their emails are in the chat box. So if you need to make an appointment or reach out to them, please feel free to do so or call the main student support services number over in Dent and they will get you connected. Thank you so much, Dr. Watley. If y'all have questions for Dr. Watley, go ahead and drop them in the chat box or the Q&A. And we'll pause a second to see if we have any that come through because I know he has an appointment. So I want to make sure he's able to answer all of those. All right, looks like we got a quiet bunch today, y'all. So, like,
It's all good.
any questions? But y'all, if you have questions for Dr. Watley, he is great. to talk to. Mental health is so important. So it's important not just now after midterms, but always. I even got on my shirt today. It says, "You good, bruh?" Hashtag mental health matters. It's important that we talk about this, especially in our community. So please take advantage of those services. Dr. Watley, thank you so much for joining us today. And actually, we do have a question. Look at that. Great.
Love
So,
it.
what are your favorite ways to de-stress?
My favorite ways to de-stress personally, I enjoy being outside. That's one thing that I do. So I'll walk in the park or sometimes I'll run to de-stress. Put on some music and I just run, kind of just zone out a little bit. That's been really good. Um, the weird fun fact, I guess, about me, one thing that I do to de-stress is I study ants in particular. It's really weird, don't judge me. But ants are some fascinating creatures. So that's one thing I do to de-stress as well, is I'll read about insects and stuff like that. So weird, but it works. So
Hey, that's cool. Dr. Bullard, how about you? What do you do to de-stress?
Probably I do try to get outside. It's funny, I was literally reading an article this week about the advantages of just walking, not even, you don't even have to run, but just getting outside. And the point that Dr. Watley was that mentioned was actually mentioned in the article, which is it's actually the connection to nature which distresses you. It's not even the fact that you're the physical piece that you're doing. It's you hearing the birds and you seeing the blue sky and you feeling the sun on your face, that is actually the thing that gets you to kind of disconnect from whatever it is that you're doing. Even if you're thinking, that's okay. And so I try to walk every day. Some days I don't get out there, but I try to get up in the morning early. I'm a morning person. So I try to get up and walk early. I like to listen to music sometime. I also like just reading a random stuff, like random facts. You get on Twitter, on YouTube, and you get on these like down these rabbit holes that like starts with like a cat, and then the next thing you know, you're like reading about something random, ants. So that's just how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I think the point here is that no matter what, it's just got to be something that works for you. And so this is what works for me, is getting up really early. A lot of people say, "Why are you up at 4:30 in the morning? Like, what's your problem?" But for me, that feels good to be up before everybody's moving around, before the world kind of starts, and move around and kind of get a handle on my day. Meditate, read something, do those kind of things, pray, whatever it is. I'm early, so that's me.
Awesome. Great, great. Well, thank you both for sharing that. That's really valuable. Looks like we did not have any other questions to come through, so we will keep it moving. Dr. Watley, you are welcome to stay on with us. So if you got to get to your appointment, we completely understand that. So
I got to run. I got somebody utilizing the services. So
excellent.
I hope everybody has a great day. It was good
Wonderful.
to see you guys.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll invite you back again soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, so we will move right along, y'all. And so, Dr. Bullard, any updates about COVID-19 that you want to share with the campus community?
A few updates. The first is that we continue to have a low infection rate on campus, and I'll be honest with you, I'm very proud of that. I just think it's wonderful that our students, our faculty and staff are taking COVID-19 seriously. And we are have a very low infection rate. You can go to the dashboard that's updated every Friday, and you can see that I think this week we had 2 cases. We had some folks that are quarantined, but total for the whole academic year, we've only had about 40 cases, which is very, very low for a campus of 1,200 or so students and 300 to 400 faculty and staff. So it's a job well done. I have seen some confusion about what happens if you get sick and how do you coordinate with professors and how do you talk to the school about it and kind of continue to be able to move around the campus in terms of your services. And so I just want to encourage you, if you feel like you're sick, first of all, stay home. Just stay home. All right. When you decide, student health at dillard.edu. Okay. Student health at dillard.edu. Once you make that email, they will write you back and talk to you and kind of screen you and find out what it is that they can do to help you out. It may be stay home, relax. It may be come into the center and be tested. There are a number of things they may talk to you about, but please follow that protocol. When you do that, the services will be activated for you. So we'll be able to work with Dr. Eartha Johnson over in Academic Affairs, who'll be able to coordinate with your professors to get you a note to say, hey, this person was out sick for the day or out sick for some extended period of time. And then you'll be in good shape in terms of that. Then we'll just need you to recuperate and get better, but not move around the campus because we don't want other people getting sick. So I just want to, and that's as far as I'll go on that for right now, but I just want you to kind of understand that's what's happening. What's happening currently is that folks are reaching out to their professors first, and the professor is saying, what? I need you to go get a note. I need you to go and do these things. And it's because what you're currently doing is a little out of order. And so we want to start with student health because they all are deferring to student health and to Dr. Johnson. And if those two folks have not been contacted, then you don't have the appropriate information to be able to continue to move forward. Okay, so please let us know if there's questions about that. Secondly, some of you all have inquired about Wi-Fi, especially those of you all who may live out at Gentilly Gardens. If you live in Williams or some of the sort of main campus traditional residence halls, I know that the IT staff is working to adjust and improve that Wi-Fi signal every single day. I mean, it's something that it's very much on the agenda. But what I would suggest is if you're going to do a Zoom call, if you're going to do, an exam or something like that, that you work with IT to get some level of Ethernet so you can plug directly in. Now, the folks who are younger than me have told me that that some of the newer devices do not have the ability to do some of those things. And it is my understanding that there are adapters for those pieces. And so again, work with the IT staff, even if it's something you got to order a quick part or something from Amazon or that kind of thing. That's just the way the world works. And so we've got to be in a situation where we understand what it takes to be connected. And so give them a call. They can tell you what it is, email them. If you are having issues, you must submit that complaint. You've got to put that in. And it's because if we find that 6 or 8 people in the same part of campus are having issues, then that signals us that that router or that direct space around of the campus is having issues. And so it allows us to deploy people to go there and work on that one particular area of campus. And so I just want you to remember to do that. So 2 things: reach out to IT if you're having issues in terms of complaints, but also reach out to them if you would like to plug in, which is what I'm suggesting, plugging in terms of Ethernet if you're doing exams or Zoominar calls or interviews, anything that's going to be so important that you would not want to lose signal midway. Okay, so that's the second thing there. Those of you all who live out at Gentilly Gardens, we are actively working on a fix for the particular area. One of the things that the Student Government Association is saying that they're going to work with IT on is to find places around campus that you can go that would have a very strong signal that you'd be able to check in on your your homework assignments, do interviews, all of the above. We will put that information out just as soon as we can. I anticipate they'll know something within about a week or so, and we will continue to do that. There are places on campus like PSB and the Union and places like that where the signal is good. I see students right outside of my office all the time, doing homework down in the lobby area. All those areas have seating. The areas on the third floor, there's a room there that we've set up, a gaming room area we've set up. You can sit there. The Union is one of those places where there's lots of places, nooks and crannies where you can go and sit. The movie theater, the ballroom, if there's nobody in there, all of those places, simply to go. That simply to go window is a great people watching window, so you can sit there and do homework and catch up. And so, as much as we want you to be in your room and to have that level of comfort in that space, you also can take advantage. Additionally, there's some spaces outdoors. The university has invested in outdoor seating out on Kapikoff, right near PSB. Right out here, I took my computer out here on the little pond out here, on the duck pond, and there's some blue chairs, some Adirondack chairs out there that you can sit in. You can prop your feet, really, really comfortable, and the signal extends to out there. So please, please, please do take advantage of all of these areas to stay connected, especially as the weather starts to improve. The only piece I'll mention is quickly around COVID-19 is, some of you all have asked about the vaccine. I've actually taken the vaccine. I've gotten both of the doses. I did the Pfizer, and it has worked well. I had a little soreness in one of my arms, but after that, I've been good. And so if you have the bandwidth to get the vaccine when it comes time, please do take advantage of that. Encourage your loved ones to take advantage of it as well. And to me, it's the only way we're going to be able to stop this terrible pandemic and get back to some sense of normalcy. And so we will have more feedback on what that looks like. Right now, some of you have asked about fall. Right now, we are trending in the direction to be completely open, doing things, as close as we can to normal, with residential hall spaces, the classrooms. We are trending to be in that space. I think LSU put out an announcement this past week, and it was pretty generic, but they essentially said they'll be back. And so I anticipate that we'll put out the same announcement over the next 2 to 3 days, probably the early part of next week, if not today. And so you'll know what we're planning to do, and then the residence life staff will send something out to tell you, hey, it's time to sign up for your rooms, and you can sign up in this way. And so if you got questions about that, please do email me, and I can give you further information about that. Last thing is testing. We will do testing. Testing is always available. That's something I want to be clear about. If you feel sick, if you feel that you may have been exposed, please contact student health at dillard.edu and talk to them about the fact that you would like to get a COVID test. Okay, we have tests that are available. We've been able to secure a number of tests, and so that should not be your issue. Okay, we have the rapid test that we'll give to you, takes about 15 minutes. If we determine that you are positive from that rapid test, then we have a PCR test that you can take that essentially confirms that you would be positive in that particular situation. So, but one of the best ways to keep this from being your situation is to ensure that you're wearing your mask, you're washing your hands. You may even see folks giving out these awesome T-shirts, and if that's the case, then certainly take advantage of that as well. But that's all I have. I could go on and on, but I just want you to get those sort of key announcements heading into the week next week.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Bullard. So yeah, y'all, please remember to wear your mask. As a point of clarification for the questions I've been getting, New Orleans is in phase 2. So
Yep.
part of the state moved to phase 3. However, we know New Orleans is a little different. We know we have a lot of tourists here, a lot of activity. So we are still in phase 2. As such, everything around campus has not changed. If your organization is wanting to do programming or anything like that, still put that in Blue Connect, and we'll come back and provide guidance to you about your event. I know as we get closer to April, Spring Fest is what I'm hearing a lot of questions about, Dr. Bullard. We're looking positive right now, but got to keep wearing the mask, got to keep the numbers down. But if your organization has specific questions about what you want to do as we approach the next normal, right? Because we're never going to go back to what it was before. So even as folks are getting the vaccine and everything, we're probably still going to be wearing masks for a good amount of time. And just things are different. So we're approaching the next normal. So if you have questions about that or thoughts, anything like that, please let us know. A few updates from me. Like Dr. Bullard said, if you are having Wi-Fi issues or anything like that, y'all can always feel free to stop by the student union. If there's like a big test and everybody needs to study and y'all need us to stay open later so people have better access to Wi-Fi or anything like that, let me know. We are happy to extend the hours or to work with you all to make sure that things are taken care of for you. In addition to the outdoor furniture that Dr. Bullard mentioned, we have outdoor furniture here at the Union. We've got some on Kearney Terrace. We've got some on Kabakov. And we're also adding some outdoor furniture to Gentilly Gardens. So we are anticipating the arrival of those, I would say, within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So the furniture is in production right now. It's being made. It'll be similar to the chairs that are by the pond, except they'll be green, like the color of my shirt, right? So our colors, blue and green. So different parts of campus, different colors. So that'll be coming soon. And don't forget about the furniture that's outside of PSB as well. We've been seeing people sitting at those tables, which is great. And if y'all are enjoying those, we can also look into getting more of those. Last two things I have, and if you have questions, now is a great time to go ahead and put them in the chat box or the Q&A box. It's Pride Month here at DU. So we know that the actual Pride Month takes place in the summer. So we've never been able to celebrate here. So this year we said, you know what? We're going to change the game up. And so we're going to do something in March. So we have a group of students that have done an exceptional job with planning things. There's something going on in Kearney right now. We had something earlier this week, and we got things throughout the month. The highlight of this month, I think, is going to be the ball that's at the end of the month. So if any of you all have ever watched Pose or look it up, like Pose Ball, they're going to be doing something like that. That will be on March 31st. So look forward to that. That should be a lot of fun. It's also Women's History Month, right? So we have a lot of great programming that all of the women's organizations on campus are working on. And so I'm super, super excited about what they have planned. One of the highlights of their month is going to be, it's like a sisterhood sleep in or lock in. I cannot remember the name of it, but that is happening on Friday, March 26th. It'll be great. They've got some great speakers lined up, some great activities. There's also going to be a sisterhood brunch that weekend and a conference. So just lots of great things. Please take advantage of those. We dropped that flyer on Twitter this morning. I'll send it out in an email shortly. And also, last thing, we're entering into election season for the Student Government Association and the Royal Court. So be on the lookout for announcements about meeting the candidates, about how to vote, when to vote, speeches and debates, the Royal Court Showcase, all that good stuff. So that information will be coming within the next week. If you have questions, concerns, comments, anything, y'all know how to reach us. Send us an email to studentengagement@dillard.edu. Now we will open the floor for any questions. Okay, people are super quiet today. No questions, no comments in the chat box. We hope everybody's doing okay. I know a lot of folks said they were a little stressed after midterms. So please make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you enjoy the weekend. Lit is having another movie tonight. So check that out. We did watch Coming to America last night. It was really funny. A couple of people have asked for an encore. If that's something that you want, let us know. Let Lit know. Go to their Twitter and say, hey, we need y'all to do it again. And they might just do it again. So great things are coming. So be on the lookout for that. We hope everybody has a great weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. If you have a panelist that you would like featured on the Campus Life Zoominar, please let us know and we'll be happy to invite them. Any closing remarks from you, Dr. Bullard? All right. Well, that is it for us, everybody. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.